You're listening to the BarrDynasty.com podcast. Now, live from the MVP Sports Studio in Laughlin, Nevada, here's the GOAT of the sports betting industry, Kris Barr.
This is the Overnight Lines podcast. Appreciate everybody listening in. So it is January 20th, 2020. Back here with another podcast. It was a hell of a weekend, I'll tell you that. It was a hell of a week. Clients go 10-2. I ended up winning like 6 in a row from Thursday to Sunday. Well, no, I think it was Wednesday to Saturday. And Sunday was pretty good. I almost had a perfect Sunday. I was 2-1 yesterday. I had the second half Packers plus a half, which they're down 27-0. Was that the easiest money you've ever made in your life? I thought so. And then I also had a teaser. I had the Chiefs to win with the Packers plus 16. Some of my clients got plus 17. Guess the line went up to 10. Some of them got 17.5. I guess they pushed. So some of them won, some of them pushed, some of them lost. I ended up losing. I counted it as a client play as a loss because I gave out plus 16. Which is okay. And then I had the Chiefs in a blowout, which they won by 11. It wasn't quite a blowout, but I knew that the Titans didn't have a chance in hell. And I told all my clients that this is a huge, huge play. They're going to win by at least 10. And, of course, they get the job done because there's nobody in this industry that wins more games than me. My college basketball, I think I've hit like 13 in a row. And that's no joke. My college basketball has been unbelievably brilliant. I mean, I don't know what else to say about it. So right now I'm doing a deal, $100 for the next 7 days or $200 for all the way till the Super Bowl. And I'm actually selling my Super Bowl play this year for $200. I'm going to do a promo for the website and everything. Going to be getting my website set back up, krisbarr.com, KRISBARR.com. That's going to be getting set up here pretty soon. Going to start trying to do daily podcasts every day. I'm gonna try. I'm a very busy person. When I'm not at my video game store, I'm doing other stuff. Just a very busy life, and it's all worth it. I believe that I live the best life that anybody could live. I really do. I got everything I wanted. My goals are all everything I wanted. I got all my goals and that's pretty much all I got to say about that. I got the car I want. I got the house I want. I got the woman I want. I got the life I want. I got my video game store. I got the animals I want. I got everything that I want. My kids. I pretty much live the perfect life. And there's a lot of people out there that are jealous of that. A lot of handicappers out there that are jealous of my success. And that's all right, though. You know, keep being a fan of mine secretly. There's a lot of people out there that listen to my stuff that I wouldn't think would listen to it, like a lot of jealous people. But there is a lot. I do have a lot of fans, a huge fan base. I had over 200,000 followers on Twitter at one point, and then Twitter shut me down because of a stalker, which this guy still stalks me. It's pretty sad. No matter what he's done over the years, I've still had success. The guy's obsessed with me. There's a lot of stalkers out there that actually make fake accounts to try to put me down and all that, but I just laugh. If you guys want to stalk somebody, go stalk Vegas Dave. That dude is the biggest joke in the world. He does not win games, and then he says he wins after he loses and all that. Like, he's so fake. It's like, it's a black eye for the business. I hope somebody does get his ass charged with some kind of felony or something because he lies about his winnings, and so does Steve Stevens. Both those guys, full of shit. Don't win games. Don't watch the games. Don't bet the games. Fake, 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 fake. Watch out for those guys. Okay? You want to deal with the real deal, deal with me. I keep it real. I give out free picks every day. I don't hide. I don't give trends and then after a week later say, my trend came true. I'm giving out the most information in the business. Because Steve Stevens does that. He gives out trends, a bunch of trends in 1 week, and then the next week he'll come back and say, I told you they've hit 8 in a row. I hope you got on it like we did. Come on, dude. You don't bet games. Shut the fuck up. All right, so this podcast is about sports betting, and I have always kept it real. I'm the #1 sports handicapper in the world, and I'll keep saying that. So going over the NBA over the weekend, I'm not going to do that. College basketball over the weekend, I had a huge Saturday. I went 2-0 on Saturday. We already know that. And then for NFL, I went 2-1, and we went 10-2 with the clients. So I'm 10-2 my last 12. I have a huge play tonight in college basketball. Picks by email at gmail.com. Give me a try. 7 days, $100. $200 for 2 weeks, all the way till the Super Bowl. And my Super Bowl pick will be $200. So if you buy the 2 weeks today, you'll get the Super Bowl pick, and you'll get 2 weeks of my service. And man, do I win games! It's unbelievable how good I am. Like, I just can't. All these other handicappers that just can't win games, I just dominate the business is what I do. And all right, so I'm going to start with NBA today, and then we're going to go through NHL and then college basketball, and then I'm going to call it quits for the day. I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes, to be honest with you, every day. Orlando at Charlotte. Okay, so 3 other games have already started, so I'm not even going to talk about them. Pistons at Washington. I almost said Capitals. The Wizards. Pistons at Wizards. Raptors at Hawks. And 76ers at Nets. Those games have started early. Moving forward here, got a couple games here starting the next couple hours. Orlando at Charlotte. Charlotte +4 at home. Over under 204. I don't really have an opinion in this game. I believe Orlando will win the game on the road. New York at Cleveland. Cleveland +1.5 at home. Over under 222. Are the Knicks ready to win on the road? I really don't think so. If I was going to bet this game, I could probably get Cleveland at +7.5 on a 6-point teaser. Or even get them up to +3 if you buy up. Even take them on the money line plus a little bit, maybe +120, +130. Cleveland should win at home in that one. Sacramento at Miami. Miami -6.5 over under 220. The Miami Heat will win this game. There's no doubt about it. I like the Miami Heat. I would take them on a 6-point teaser or a money line parlay with somebody else. The Heat will win that game and should win that game. Oklahoma City at Houston. Houston -7 over under 230. Okay, so Westbrook playing his old team. Harden. This one's tough because Houston, man, they're just so up and down. I had I had the Lakers the other night in Houston. I told you guys that I couldn't trust Houston, and the Lakers went in there and beat them like I knew they would. I would do Houston on a 6-point teaser, get them down to -1, or put them on a money line parlay with the Miami Heat. That's what I think about that one. Pelicans at Memphis. Grizzlies. Grizzlies -2 over under 240. I see over all day on that game. I see a lot of points in that one. Over 240. Memphis and the Pelicans. I see a lot of points. I would recommend the over 240 in that one. Chicago at Milwaukee. Milwaukee -15 over under 225. When do you see -15 in the NBA? I mean, it's more common these days, I guess. The Bucks, all they got to do is win by 4 points every quarter. And they should win by 10 points every quarter, to be honest with you. They should win the game by 30 plus. I don't see any reason Chicago can hang around in this game. I'm going to say Milwaukee -15. I'm going to give that out as a podcast free play. Milwaukee -15. I think that's a good one. Lakers at Boston. Lakers -2 over under 226. Gave this out on the social media play of the day if you didn't listen or hear it earlier. I'm going with Lakers money line. That's a free play of the day. Denver at my Minnesota. T-Wolves -3 over under 221. Denver's a piece of junk shit team. Just lost last night against the Pacers at home. I watched a little bit of the ending of that game just to watch, and they suck. They were up 7, and then they lose by 7 or 8 or whatever they did. Denver is a shit team. 29-13, shittiest team in the NBA for that record. They shouldn't be that. They're not that good. Minnesota -3 at home. They're -3, and they're a 15-27 team, 6-14 at home. I'm just staying away from that one. Honestly, Denver should win the game, but it wouldn't surprise me if Minnesota came out and won. It's the NBA. Anything can happen. Denver loses at home and comes back the next day. They probably blow them out. Who knows with the NBA, honestly. I'll stay away from that one. San Antonio at Phoenix. Phoenix -5 over under 229.5. Phoenix, a 5-point favorite at home. I know the Spurs are a joke. Yeah, the Spurs are really a joke. Maybe get the Suns on a moneyline parlay or a 5-point teaser. The Suns should win that game. The Spurs are not that good. Indiana at Utah. Utah -7 over under 215. The Jazz should win this game. Indiana coming off of a win last night at Denver. Now travels to Utah. It's always hard to win in Utah. Utah 16-3 at home. I would go Utah moneyline parlay or Utah 6-point teaser down to -1. If you get it at 7.5, -1.5. They should win the game by 2. But I would go moneyline parlay with somebody else. And then you got Golden State at Portland. Portland -6.5 over under 221. Portland finally back from the long road trip, playing a junk team, the Golden State Warriors, who have nobody and they have no hope. 3-19 on the road. Portland -6.5, -6.5. I do 6-point teaser on Portland or moneyline parlay. I'm gonna give you a 6-point teaser real quick, just for the hell of it. Might as well. Let's go Miami Heat down to a pick'em or -0.5, with the Portland Trailblazers -0.5 or a pick'em, whatever you get. 2-team 6-point teaser, or you can do a 2-team moneyline parlay. I'm also going to give you another moneyline parlay. The Jazz on the money line with the Suns on the money line. You can throw the Bucks on the money line on there, which is a big number. Houston Rockets on the money line and Miami Heat on the money line. And I think you'll be all right. That's what, 5-teamer? 2, 4, 5-teamer. 5-team parlay in the NBA, moneyline parlay. And we'll check back in on the NBA tomorrow. I have no client plays in the NBA tonight, so you got pretty much what I like. And the majority of these games that I gave out will win. My leans win, my free picks win, and that's all I got to say about that. Let's go to the NHL. All right, so you got 2 games in the NHL today. Detroit at Colorado. Colorado -420, over under 6.5. Huge number. Wow, that's a huge number. I would probably go the other way. Detroit +1.5 on the puck line. Even get some plus money on that, probably +200 or something. I don't trust Avalanche, especially -420 at home. Come on. I'll give Detroit +1.5 and call it a day on that one. That's just a lean. We'll see what happens. Florida at Minnesota. Minnesota -108, over under 6. I'll take the Florida Panthers in that one, -102. We'll go Florida Panthers on the road, money line at Wild. Florida Panthers, we'll say that one's a lean also. All right, so we're going to move on to college basketball right now. There's nothing really good in college basketball. The only good game that's on tonight is a game I have a wager on. So we'll go Central Connecticut State at Fairleigh Dickinson. Fairleigh Dickinson -12 over under 145. I got nothing. Merrimack State at St. Francis. LIU at Wagner. North Carolina Central at Florida A&M. Charlotte at Old Dominion. Southern at Mississippi Valley State. Mississippi Valley State has a win this year, huh? 1-15. I wonder who they beat. Southern -9 on the road. They should beat them. Mississippi Valley State's terrible. They give up like 100 points a game. Let me look at the preview real quick in this one. See how many points they actually give up. At least 80 points a game, I would say. Oh, there's no preview on that one. Let me check another site real quick. Hold on. Let's check this real quick. Alright, here we go. Mississippi Valley State. There's nothing. Okay, that's fine. Can't give me a points per game or anything like that on the sites. I'm on 2 sites, and that's fine. I'm not going to waste my time anymore. Or your time. High Point at South Carolina Upstate, Sacred Heart, Winthrop, North Carolina Asheville, Bucknell at Colgate. Okay, so here we go. NC State at Virginia. Virginia -5.5, over under 117. We're going to skip that one. Texas at West Virginia. West Virginia -8, over under 130.5. Okay, so I think West Virginia -8 is a pretty strong play here. I think West Virginia, they're 10-0 at home. Texas on the road is always suspect. If you want to do a 6-point teaser, get them down to -2 or moneyline parlay, I'd recommend it. I'm going to do West Virginia -8 free play. Okay, so it's not a podcast free play, but it's a free play. If you want the real deal, you just got to get a hold of me. There's so many more games. A lot of junk games. Weber State at Portland State. Yale at Howard. Howard already beat them, actually. Oh, no, Yale won 89-75. I guess that game was earlier. All right, and then the last game of the night, Oklahoma at Baylor. Baylor minus 10 over under 135.5. Baylor 15-1, 10-1 at home. Baylor should destroy Oklahoma. That's my podcast free play. Baylor minus 10. They should win by 20. They should have no problem with Oklahoma. They should beat them by at least 10 on each half. And they should dominate this game and prove why they're the number 2, about to be the number 1 team in the nation, I think. Everyone have a good one. Hit subscribe on the YouTube channel. That's pretty much all I got to say. Hit subscribe, hit the like button, share. There's nobody in this industry that wins more games, and everybody knows that. Have a good one.